I just bought this 435 unit self-storage facility 2 days ago, and I want to talk to you about the 4 steps that I take to automate my storage facilities to run smoothly, grow revenue, and reduce operational headaches. All right guys, the number one thing you have to do at an unmanned self-storage facility is make sure that it's fenced and gated. If you look at me here, we're right along the road, there's no fence. Anybody can come in and out of this property, which is a huge, huge problem. We only want people who rent from us on our property. Now, if you run it and say it's unmanned, you don't have it fenced, the reputation on the street is a security guard towards there. But if you don't have a security guard, then you need a way to show the perception of safety and security at your facility. The other thing that's great about it is you can encourage your tenants to pay. If they can't get to your unit and their gate code does not work when they don't pay because it's synced up with your software system, then they are going to be forced to pay to get to their unit, and you don't even have to reach out to them, which is mega powerful. I have 435 units here. It would be impossible for me to, in an Excel spreadsheet or on a sheet of paper, keep up with who's in what unit, when they've paid, how much money they owe me, what their rent is. You have to have the correct property management software. StoreEdge is the one that I use. It also integrates with the gate system, so when customers don't pay, the system tells the gate, don't let this person in, they haven't paid. They pull up the website on their phone, they make a payment, boom, the gate system automatically works. I can custom create my communication schedules. What do I mean? 3 days before rent is due, I can email them an invoice with a link to pay. 2 days after rent was due, if I want, I can send them a text message reminder. Automating a storage facility is not free. It costs money, but it will save you money inside of labor. Now, let me tell you about my favorite tool to automating a self-storage facility. These right here are my favorite tools to automating a self-storage facility. It looks just like a lock, but here's the thing. This lock has a unique serial code on it that tells me what the scroll combination is. Why is that so powerful? Well, these are called Da Vinci locks, and what Da Vinci locks do, if a customer hasn't paid me, traditionally I'd come out and I'd put an overlock on their unit, but it had to have a key. Well, now we don't have to have a key. We just know the unit. I can come out here, put this on the customer's unit, and when the customer decides to pay, my StoreEdge system will text them the code to unlock this. In terms of making sure that your customers are paying you, staying up to date on their balance, Da Vinci locks and red overlocks are a major key. Red overlocks are a lot of different kinds, but Da Vinci is the only one that has a unique serial code and a combination that when a customer pays, it will text them the code, or they can go look the lock up online. I use them at all of my self-storage facilities. These Da Vinci locks are super affordable. They're $13 a piece, and then you just plug them into your software. Again, I use StoreEdge, but they integrate with a lot of different kind of software providers. Now, you can use them on people who haven't paid you, or for example, again, I haven't done, and I'm just automating this facility. W95 here, come back over here. W95 right here, this is a vacant unit, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take a black one. They have a lot of different colors, but I'm going to use a black one. And what black signifies to me is that this is a vacant unit that is ready to rent. So all I'll do now is I'll pull out my phone and I'm going to go to the Da Vinci Lock app, super easy. I'm going to come in here inside of this, and I'm going to scan the code on the outside of the unit, boom, it found it. And I'm just going to assign this lock right here to unit W95. As soon as I do that and I hit enter, it's gonna send that information to my StoreEdge software, and anytime somebody rents a unit, it's gonna text them the code to this. So now I can rent units without ever even talking to an individual. They're like, well, people are gonna keep the locks, people are gonna whatever. No, all you do is you text them and say, hey, please return the lock to the Dropbox, and I'm gonna go show you guys right now exactly what it is that this Dropbox look like. It's not just a one-time use. After this lock is returned, all you have to do is log in your system as a returned lock, and then what's gonna happen is you can use that lock again on another vacant unit. So it's not like you're buying a $13 lock every time somebody moves in. And it's not like you're buying a lock every time somebody gets overlocked, right? All right, so right here is my Dropbox. Super easy. I put it on a post, mounted in the ground. I don't like putting holes in my buildings when I don't have to. All the customer has to do when they want to return the lock is they come right here, drop the lock in the drop box, and it's that easy. That's how you get it back. Now, ideally what I would do, I haven't ordered my signs yet. I'm gonna relabel all of this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a big sign that says return locks here with a big arrow pointing down to that box, right? So that's step number 3. You have to use a smart locking system. DaVinci is my favorite. There are some products out there like Noki by Janus. They're pretty expensive. They're electronic. They're a little bit unreliable. I prefer to use the DaVinci locks, okay? Let's talk about step number 4. My unit numbering has to be great. When a customer enters the facility, they have to know exactly where is my unit, especially a new customer. Right now, this facility is labeled a mess. None of the buildings are labeled. As you can see, this one right here was just blank. I call it hotel signs. And what hotel signs are, again, think if you walk into a hotel, you're gonna walk into the first hallway and it's gonna say rooms 110 through 101 to the left and units 111 through 120 to the right. Well, guess what? If we don't have the same thing, people are going to get lost in the facility. And what you don't want is for people to have a hard time finding their unit. Imagine I'm a customer, I rent online, I go to a facility, I can't even find the unit. Well, I'm just gonna ask for my money back and go to a different facility where somebody is there. So you have to make your customer experience awesome as an unmanned. Now, investing money in signs is going to be expensive. A unit sign, I mean, there's currently stickers on these units, but a unit sign might cost you 10 to 12 bucks, right? So if you get one sign per unit at 10 to 12 bucks, 435 units, do the math, right? It can add up quickly, but it's worth it. It's an investment in your customer experience. So make sure people can find their units with ease and do everything you can, invest money in making your customer experience when they're there by themselves as easy as possible. I hope you guys found this valuable. Be great. Hope you are successful in automating your facilities.